Okay guys, so today we're going to be talking about simplifying radicals and things with exponents. So, the square root of 108. Okay, when I see things like this, what I like to do is just break it up to the smallest multiples. So 108, I divide it first by 2, so we know this is going to be 2 times 54. And then 54, I try to break that down, divided by 2 again. So we know then we have root 2 times 2 times 27. And then 27, I know is divisible by 3. So 27 is 3 to the third power, which is just, we can write it like this. 2 times 2, 2 times 2, times 3 times 3 times 3. So with just a square root, we know that there is a kind of technical 2 here. We don't write it, but that's what's there. And it tells us that for each set of 2, we can bring 1 out. So in this case, we would have a 2 come to the outside, and we also see that we have a set. We have 2 3s as well. You multiply when you bring them out, 2 times 3, and you realize that you have 1 3 left under your radical. So that goes here. So we simplify, and we see that we have 6 root 3. And that is your answer. Okay? So let's try another one. So our problem is the square root of 8x to the third, y to the fifth. Okay? So this is the same thing as, we know 8, let's do with 8 first. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So 4 times 2, and you can break up 4 to 2 times 2. So we know it's 2 times 2 times 2. And then x to the third means we have 3 x's, so x times x times x. And then we have y to the fifth. I'll write that in a different way in a minute. So like I said before, each set of 2, you can bring 1 out. We have another set of 2 here. So we have 2x. What's left under our radical is another 2 and x, and we have y to the fifth. So we have 2x root 2x times y times y times y times y times y. So we have 5, right? So here we see a set of 2 here and a set of 2 here. So that means you can bring out 2. So we have 2x y to the second, and we're left with root 2x y. And that is our simplified answer. So let's talk about exponents. X to the third, y to the negative 1 to the second, times 5, x to the third, y to the negative 2 to the 0 power, divided by 2x to the fourth, y to the third. Okay, so to simplify this, what we do first is distribute this 2 to each number or term. So we're going to have negative 4, put this in parentheses, to the second power, x. When you distribute the 2, you multiply it to the numbers. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is negative 2, so y to the negative 2. whenever you have 0 to any number or any term, it automatically becomes 1. So we can put this in parentheses and we say times 1. Okay, and then we divide it by, this was a 2. So 2 to the third, 2 to the third is just 8. X to the 4th times 3 is x to the 12th. And we have y to the 3rd. So we had -4 squared, x to the 6th, y to the -2, and then times a 1, divided by 8, x to the 12th, y to the 3rd. So -4 to the 2nd power is 16. 16. We have x to the 6th, y to the -2. Okay, when we're doing division with exponents, you subtract them. So we have x to the 6th in the top and x to the 12th in the bottom. So it would be x 6 minus 12, so x to the -6. Okay, and the same thing with the y to the -2 minus y to the -3rd. So we would have y to the -5 divided by 8. Whenever we have negative exponents, we move those to the denominator. So 16, we can do 16 over 8. 16 over 8 is just 2. So 2 divided by, because this is negative, we bring x to the 6th to the denominator, and as well as make y to the 5th in the denominator as well. And that will be our final answer. Hope this helped. Bye.